Wu-Tang tea, happy socks, and an Uber blood. Word is guided that the stocks looking super stacked. You'll find me stress-free with my mood intact. Wu-Tang tea, happy socks. Alright, boom. Hello there, everybody. Welcome to me. In this video, we're going to be talking about the different forms of meditation that I have discovered that aren't necessarily mainstream or aren't necessarily as clearly understood. They're not taken as seriously. One of the first meditations I have discovered that has definitely helped me get a good pause mentally and allowed me to recoup and understand exactly what my position is on things is gaming. Interestingly enough, the way that you are pouring your attention into a particular thing, just making your brain problem solve for hours and hours and hours on end, you're just going over and over and over again, just problem solving, just going through it over and over again. By the time that you finish that problem solving, sometimes, for me at least, this has happened for me, sometimes while I'm in that mode of problem solving, some of the issues in my life might pop up in the back of my head. And if I'm truly locked into the game, I'm gonna have to solve that problem and also continue to solve the problems that I'm doing in the game. So even if I don't entirely understand the solution that I have come to sometimes, something does feel very resolved, because when I come out of the situation, rather when I stop playing, then I think about the situation, I suddenly have this different perspective on it. And that perspective, I thought at first just kind of came from, randomness and time. Actually, that perspective came directly from having to place that issue in front of the problem-solving mode of my brain. Is there something to be said about maybe having a problem-solving mind at all times? And maybe that's kind of the point of, education and stuff. Number two, music. I do think people are aware of meditating through music, kind of. There's a lot of different types of meditation that focus on using music. When I used to create and structure guided meditations, the music that I chose is very important for those guided meditations. Actually, you guys let me know if you ever want me to do any guided meditations on this channel, because I would happily do so. Some of them are pretty sick, if I do say so myself. Once upon a time, I was a dancer. I was within, I was there, I was a dancer. And being a dancer, it's essentially music being this almost unlimited resource that everyone feels, but certain people ride it differently than other people. Almost like the ocean, where others come and surf in the ocean and spend some fun time in the ocean. Dancers live in the ocean. Dancers are amphibians, they live there. That is just where they exist. They cannot exist outside of the realm of music. You've seen people use music to get into a certain zone all the time. Oh my God. We have seen athletes use music to allow themselves to get into a certain zone just before they compete. There's a reason why they do this. This is just another form of them meditating themselves into a place where they are then ready to thus compete. This is the least popular form of fringe meditation that I am going to be speaking about, but smoking. Smoking in its own way can be a form of meditation. Now, I'm not talking about necessarily Jah Rastafari. I'm talking about the act of smoking. When we look into things like pranayama yoga and different types of yogas that very much focus on the breathing and using the breathing in order to get your mind into a certain state, I remember that when I was smoking cigarettes, every time I would smoke a cigarette, or maybe not every time, sometimes when I would smoke a cigarette or go outside to smoke a cigarette, it was sometimes inadvertently an effort to quiet my mind down, to put my mind back into a different state, because sure, a case can be made that the cravings themselves are what were making my mind go stir crazy, but when I was breathing through that, breathing out your nose, breathing out your mouth, a deep inhale, it definitely can put people in different zones. It's kind of weird to see how people then use that calmness. I would not recommend. Definitely 10 out of 10, do not recommend that one at all. The last form of meditation I'm gonna talk about is watching your friends do great things. It can be incredibly transformative to watch the people you care about, the people that you relate to, and the people that you feel like you're growing alongside accomplish beautiful, amazing, great things. Supporting them in that pursuit is a form of meditation. Being able to put yourself in a zone and in a space where your friends' accomplishments and your friends doing great things isn't simply a thing that makes you feel proud, but it's something that continuously challenges you and causes you to reevaluate everything that you're doing every step of the way. Not in a sense where you beat yourself down and say that you're not doing enough, but rather it is the meditation to put yourself in the state where you are ready to think about what you could be doing differently to help yourself. If you enjoyed this video, if there's another one of my videos that you really enjoy, share it with one person. Anybody, just one person. Share it with somebody that you feel like might want to watch it or might need to watch it. And that's my challenge for you today. Share one of the videos you like. And if it's this one, it's this one. With one person. All right.
I try.